Okay, I wanted to come on today and do a pre-record because I wanted to take my time with this, talking about the SOAP plan. The SOAP plan, when you have too large of a circle around you, it's some things that you need to pay close attention to. So I'm sitting around today, working around in my office at the house, and I decided I'd like to share this because so very often we just have too many people in our circle. And then what you have is a lot of people that don't want good for you. You have to lessen your circle. You have to shrink it. Everybody, you can't call everybody friend. Some people are just associates. Let's get that straight. So when I talk about the SOAP plan, I'm talking about looking at the subject, the objective, the assessment that you're going to have to make to come up with a plan to decrease your circle of people. The subject is these actual people that you have in your life that you call them friend. You got, every time you look up, somebody's calling you or texting you or coming to and flooding the areas you in. That's too many people all the time. You have to know that all of those people aren't on the same team with you. They just not. That's the subject. The objective, when you look at the objective, what have you sat down and reflected on all these different people that's in your life? What are they looking for? What are their motives? See, and then when I say objective, how are you going to counter that? How vigilant are you? Are you even taking a look at these people's behavior patterns, their personalities around you? Because I go back to the original. Your circle is too large. You have to decrease your circle. You have to know, as an adult, as a young person, everybody, crowds of people bring trouble. The more people, the more trouble. Because the more you move up, more people are going to want to gravitate towards you. But guess what? They have a plan. Why don't you? When new people start flooding your life, because everybody's not meant to be there long term. They just not. And God will show you those who he put there for long term. He'll show it. You know how? Because you pray and ask God to put the people in your life that's supposed to be in your life that's really committed to being there. They enjoy being in your life. It's no way you can tell me a large group of people are committed to bringing good things into your life. It's not true. I've been living long enough to know that. Your circle is too large. So, what is your objective? What are you looking at to counter all of this? When you start saying to yourself, I need to remove some of these people out of my life. That's the O. The S is the subject. That's the people. That's the people that's in there. Now, your assessment. How you going to assess this? When you sit down and you make a list and you start looking at all these people in my life, then you have to do a self-reflection and a self-evaluation to say, oh, this person did, because you know what people are doing in your life. That's an individual thing. Are they bringing confusion? Are they bringing negative? Are they bringing positive? What are they bringing to the table in your life? In your life as an individual? Because once you look at the subject, you figure out your objective by making that assessment. And the last thing you need is a plan. Overall, that's what you call SOAP. They use that in surgical areas, paperwork. And as a surgical tech, only did it for 1 year, moved on. It's a 1-year certification. This is what surgeons do. They use the SOAP plan. But the SOAP plan can be used in psychology and behavioral sciences and all of that. And that's where I got it from. You have to start looking at people that's in your life closer and come up with a plan. How am I going to start filtering some of these people out of my life? How am I going to do that? Because it's crucial that you do it. Surrounded by, some of us are just surrounded by too many people. This is why you're staying frustrated all the time. This is sometimes people pull at you financially, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. They are pulling at your physical when it has to deal with your health. Because you got some people, everybody in your life is tugging at something in your life. When you have too many people. Again, financially, you can't take care of everybody. Some of us are just committing ourselves to too much and too many people. You're going to start taking away from yourself just to meet somebody else's need. And here's the thing. People will take their money and use it for what they want. They come get your money for what they need. Evaluate that thing. If it's people in your life like that. That's what I'm talking about financially. Emotionally, they can always come to you. They telling you all of their problem situations, but you can never go to them. That's an emotional thing. If I can't never come to you, then why are you in my life? Just to dump things on me. Mentally, just never there when you need them. Never. But when they need you, that expectation is for you to be there. And physically, with your health, if you know something, people being in your life is impacting your health some kind of way, in a negative way, you need to evaluate that. You need to assess that. And you need to come up with a plan to get that person out your life. Because they don't mean you well. None of us live perfect lives. But here's the thing. You need to shrink that circle you in. You have too many people around you all the time. I'm a loner. I don't have a problem with that. I know some people feel like, especially teenagers, like they just got to have people around them all the time because they haven't matured to that level to know that they don't. Because again, the more people you got in your life, you are asking for more problems. I just wanted to share that on today as I was moving around in my office and looking at my books on different behavior styles. And I just wanted to share that with you because that was one of the things that I saw on today. And I did not want this day to end without sharing that, okay? Shrink your circle. It's too big. You can do it. All right? Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day.